video here on the Arc Saver. Thank you for joining me. My name is David. And for those who are joining us for the first time, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because I do put out informative information for you and your loved ones to save you time, money, and most of all, keep up your health. So today's topic is about red flags. And red flags in the pharmacy field or the medical field in general is basically a way to judge you, the patient. Yes, when you go into the pharmacy and you do certain things or display certain behaviors, you're automatically judged. And that's not fair to you because there's no reason for you to be judged as a person that's seeking healthcare. And I'm always gonna try to be blunt and be as honest to you, the patient, because not a lot of people will tell you this information unless you have a family friend or a family member who does the same job as the person you're seeing at the pharmacy counter or in the doctor's office. So keep these in mind that every time you walk to a pharmacy counter, you're automatically being judged, as sad as that sounds. So the pharmacy staff is trained to see certain behaviors, speech patterns, the way you look, the way you dress, and automatically put you into categories of whether they're going to fill a medication for you, may fill a medication for you, but they have to talk to the doctor, or just go ahead and do it. So you don't want to be in the first two, because if you're in the first two, you're going to get a hard time getting your medication, especially it has to be special order, especially if it's narcotics. You're automatically going to be told no. And I'm not going to be here beating around the bush with you. That's just how it is. So in the description below, I'll be posting what are some of the red flags we in the medical field look for on a daily basis every time that we see you. And I want you to keep these in the back of your mind the next time you go to a pharmacy so that you don't receive any resistance whatsoever, because a patient and medical staff relationship is the only way we can improve our healthcare system in this country, other than education and understanding of one another. So one of the red flags that you may not have noticed is asking for your medication too early. Let's say you're taking alprazolam, which is generic for Xanax, and every time you fill it, it's 5 days early, 5 days early, 5 days early. One day the pharmacy is going to say you're not going to get it until 20 days later. How did that happen? It's because you kept on filling it 5 days early, 5 days early, 5 days early, and they have a suspicion that you may be abusing it or that you may have extra tablets at home. So you always have to keep that in the back of your mind that your actions will affect the way your medical care goes. Unless it's documented, here's the solution. If you talk to your doctor and they document it, why you have to get it 5 days early, you will have no problem. Not a problem in the world, because the pharmacy cannot tell you no if it's documented. And what I mean by document, they actually write it on the prescription. This patient will receive the medication 5 days early due to this reason. Or the doctor can call ahead and tell the pharmacy this. And then if you tell the pharmacy that this is why you're getting it, your story will match up and you'll get the best healthcare in the world. So that's the number one way to solve all your issues is communicate. Communicate, communicate, communicate. As long as you tell them what's going on within your life, as long as you're not being too general, too specific, just enough for them to understand why you're doing something, then everything will go well. Everything will go fine. I've had patients where I just tell them, if you tell me and you're honest with your doctor and you're honest with me, I'll do everything in my power to make sure you get the best medical care. I don't care what the pharmacist says. I don't care what any other technician says. If it's documented and you're being honest and truthful and you're not displaying any form of abuse, you're going to get the medication on time. And when I mean display abuse, there'll be another video explain what abuse of medication is and the signs. And if you're abusing medication, there'll be a link in the description below. Please seek help. If you are being asked to sign certain agreements, like a paid opioid agreement, make sure you sign it. Don't refuse to sign any paperwork whatsoever. That's an automatic sign that you're up to no good in the eyes of the medical team. So keep that in mind. That's just another example. Another example that you may not think is important is going to location to location to location, whether it's right next to your house or 100 miles away. If you jump from location to location to find a medication, you're automatically looked on negatively, especially if it's in the same chain of pharmacy like Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, Target. Well, not Target anymore, but CVS. You're going to be looked on negatively because there's systems put in place where they can check every movement you make. And it's not fair to you, but it's there to protect you. So try to make sure you stay in the same area at all times if you can. If not, make sure you just do it in a way that's not suspicious. Like say you travel and you drive a truck across country. Make sure that you let the pharmacy know so they can document it. Here's another thing for communication. Documentation saves a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of misunderstandings. So keep that in mind. Don't jump from location to location without making sure it's explained and documented in the home computer of the pharmacy and your doctor, so everything can be verified. Last and final red flag that I think is very important that I mentioned in this video is don't show up intoxicated or confused or basically sedated to any medical facility. You'll be turned away, the police will be called, and you're not going to get the medication whatsoever. It has happened to me on 5 occasions where patients came in intoxicated for, let's say, Percocet. You're not going to get it. And you're automatically from that point on labeled as a drug user, and that's it. You'll never get a prescription again, and that's the biggest red flag you can wave. Unless you are taking a Percocet a couple minutes before and it had an effect on you. But try not to show up that way. Try to show up alert and you comprehend every instruction that's being given to you, because if you don't, you're automatically going to be judged, and that's not fair. Because you could have been just doing the right thing and that day it was a little too strong of a dose for you. It happens. Thank you for watching the video. I'm glad that you stayed through the video, and I want you to make sure you look at this list in the description below, because it's important that you as a patient stay informed of all the things that are happening in the medical field when it comes to your patient care. Because if you don't, you're going to make things zoom by you or just pass over you, and you're wondering, why am I not getting the healthcare I'm paying for? Because premiums are increasing, if you notice from my last video, by 13.2%. So if you're going to pay more, might as well get everything you're paying for. Videos going to start being produced daily here on the RX Saver. I apologize for taking so long, but I do have all the obligations that I have to tend to during the process of the year. But I'm here and I'm ready to save you guys more money and get you the healthcare you need. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and comment in the description below. Tell me what you think about being put into categories, being judged, because we already have a lot of places that we're judged here in America, but to be judged in a medical facility, tell me how that makes you feel. I'll see you next time, Savers.